I'm a fourth year senior, or about to graduate senior, on FSU cheerleading. I literally get so many questions like, how do you do your makeup? And today I'm gonna show you guys what I do and what we're supposed to do as FSU cheerleaders. Right now I'm just gonna prep my face, and this is honestly just what I do. I usually start with a moisturizer. I just figured with like tryouts coming up, I would make a video on this, and I hope that it's super helpful to everybody. Then I either use my Drunk Elephant or I have this L'Oreal Glotion. I'm going with this today. Sometimes I do this step depending whether or not I have a spray tan. And I don't have a spray tan right now. But in the fall, we get like spray tans literally like every single week for game days. This just like gives you a little glow. Next, you want to prime your face because game days are extremely hot and you sweat and you want your makeup to stay on. So this step is crucial if you're actually cheering a game, but like if I'm just cheering a basketball game or something, I won't do this step. But today we do have our spring game, so I will be cheering a football game. So usually every single year, if you make the team, you have like a makeup class where you learn how to do all of this. So it being my fourth year, I have gone to a lot of makeup classes for this. I know what I'm doing, but at the same time, I feel like I've done my makeup literally so many times for this that I just do what I do. So I'm gonna try my best to explain like how to do it, and hopefully that is the correct way. Anyway, the reason why I bring that up is because when you go to the class, you learn to do your eyes first, then your face, and that's just like a rule of thumb in makeup because it just turns out better. But for me, I prefer to do my face first and then my eyes. It just works best for me, but if you want to do it the other way too, that works. All right, so we're gonna start with foundation. Also in the makeup class, they say that a brush goes on much better when you put on like foundation and stuff, which I totally agree. I just haven't found like a good enough brush that I like. If you're wondering what foundation I use, this Estee Lauder Double Wear. They sent this to me. This is literally amazing. Stays on all day. Sometimes I also use Armani Beauty and MAC every once in a while, but my MAC color kind of turns out orange on me, so I always like to go in with my Halo Glow. Gives me a little extra glow, I guess. Also, if you want to know what moisturizer I use, today I used Murrid's like hydration one, but I've also used CeraVe and that works pretty good too. So far I've moisturized, primed, foundationed, glowed. Now to the fun stuff. So we prime our eyelids too. This also just helps make the eyeshadow stick to it better. We use MAC. I feel like by this you can tell that I have cheered for a very long time. This is called 4 Years of Makeup. These are the colors. I bought them individually and then I just put them in the case. Okay, so you want to go in by starting with some kind of brown. This is separate from the MAC stuff. You want to start by putting it in your crease. You can go like a little up, but not all the way to the brow. But I would try your best to stay in the crease. So the way you do it, it's like dark to light, and you want a flat edged brush, but mine is, oh, there we go. And I'm gonna start off with this dark color over here. There were like two options, one and then the other one was called Sketch. I'm not sure which one I have, but you're gonna start with the corner of your eye. I just put it on this corner. You never wanna pass that crease. You just wanna keep it on the lid. I don't know if you can really see because my light is so bright, but it should kind of look like this. It doesn't go like all the way in, but I'm just there. This part is called Trust the Process because when you first put on the dark color, you're like, whoa. Next, you go to this lighter purpley color. This one is called Cranberry. And you're just taking the flat edge, and this time you can pull it towards the middle, but not the inside of your eye. Once you have that, next color is Amber Light. I'm trying to be so careful. This shimmery one, brownish, orangish. Now we're on the inside. As you're going, you can kind of like blend it the best you can, but I always go over afterwards and fix anything that looks not blended out. Right now I'm just going back in with the cranberry to make it not so choppy. Maybe a little bit of the darker color too. And I don't know if this was a step in the class that we took, but I always like to go in after back with the brown, or even like a more brownish, pinkish, reddish color, and blend it on the top in the crease. This just kind of helps pull it back all together. Then the last step for the shadow is this color. It's called Gold Mine, I'm pretty sure. So I have 2 golds. My very first year, MAC was like out of this one, or they didn't sell it or something. You just put it on the inside of your corner. Like, not even on your eyelid, just that little corner. And if you're trying out or going to a clinic, don't buy all of this. You can find similar colors and literally do the exact same thing. That's what I did when I went to clinics, or the clinic that I did go to. Honestly, my first couple of games, because I didn't have everything right away, I used like a random makeup palette, and I just found colors that were very similar to what I needed. I brought up this gold because I really do like this one, the one that I ended up buying, because I didn't have the other one. It's extra shimmery, so sometimes I still go over what I already put on. I'm going to put on some eyeliner. We do wear fake eyelashes. Anytime before I put on my lashes, always go in with mascara first, then put your lashes on. I genuinely want to know how many times I have done my makeup for cheer. You literally do so many like football games, basketball games, volleyball games, appearances, clinics, competitions. I feel like I'm in the hundreds. So now we're putting on some concealer. After you put on the concealer, you want to go back in and you're going to put eyeshadow underneath your eye. Start with the darker color, drag it, and then go in with like a little lighter color, the cranberry, and finish it out. This is honestly one of my favorite parts. So you're taking the dark and then you're going like light again. Same how you did up here, you do the same thing underneath. I'm gonna put on my eyelashes. I like to use wispies, but everyone on the team uses different things. They're kind of long, so I like to cut them. Once my eyelashes are on, I like to just let them dry before I go over with mascara again. So while I'm waiting, I'm going to do some contour. Again, a brush is probably a lot better for this. Next is blush. I think I lied. I think blush is my favorite part. When you do your blush, you want to go like high on the cheekbone, and then I usually put my bronzer like right below it, taking from like the top of the cheekbone and kind of working it down. And then I take the excess and I put it everywhere. I am no like makeup guru. I don't know like what you should and what you shouldn't do exactly on everything, but this is just what I have learned over the years. The makeup is so dark that I recommend like filling them in a little bit unless you have really dark eyebrows. Then I take a little spoolie, is that what it's called? And I just brush them out. My eyelashes have been on for quite a while, so we're gonna put some mascara over top of them. Don't forget to do the bottom lashes. Okay, the final step is highlighter. I don't really have a good highlighter, but I do have this. It's like a sheer glow enhancer. Just put some on like the high cheek area. We learned this in the class to put it underneath your eyebrow, on the nose, the upper lip, and that is it. I'm gonna take this over to my window so maybe you can see it a little better. The end result should look something a little bit like this. I'm not gonna put any on now because I don't have to leave for a little bit, but we usually wear a pretty dark lipstick. The one I have, if you want to go look at like some of my pictures or my previous videos, it's MAC and it's called Carnivorous. Sometimes they're out of it, it's kind of hard to find. I don't know if you want a closer look at the eyes. Dark to light. I hope this was helpful if you are trying out or if you're ever coming to a clinic. I wish you guys the best. This was a lot of fun. So if you have any more questions for me, let me know, ask me. Go Knowles. Love you guys.